And both sides on the floor getting ready for the game ahead, and it's almost that time. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, in the sidelines as well. And here we can check out the story for Stephen Curry.
And guys, for a measure of how he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last 5 games, and he's got to be scrambling now to get that feel back.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Backcourt pair will be Curry and Podziemski. Kuminga out there with Butler. And it's Jackson Davis in at the pivot, manning the middle. And for Oklahoma City, Holmgren plays at the 4 with Hartenstein at the center spot. Out on the perimeter, Wallace and Williams. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the point. It'll be the Thunder off the tip. Greg, we've got 2 teams that boast some serious firepower off the bench.
And that depth makes each team more difficult to defend, more unpredictable. Both sides have a lot of guys who can step up on any given night.
It's rebounded by Hartenstein. On offense, here are the Thunder. It's a 3-point game. Wallace kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA double team. Down low and stolen by Butler. Outside Curry. To the middle. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And we often talk about the importance of setting the table. Curry right there doing a great job.
SGA against Curry. And Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to go.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, it's forcing them to guard at all 3 levels.
Now here's Butler. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game.
Butler is a selective 3-point shooter, but he is certainly capable of knocking them down.
And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Yeah, a couple turnovers here early on in the quarter, but he's got to just tighten it up a little bit.
The Warriors have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Pass to Podziemski. SGA against Curry. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Oh, nice speed. You can see how Curry makes their offense flow, even when he's not scoring.
So, GA, when you think about Steph Curry's legacy, he changed the way the NBA game is played.
Man, it is hard to find a player who's had the impact of a Steph Curry, making us rethink what is possible. Curry's endless range has really inspired a generation.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Mark Dagnall gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. We talked about the challenge of facing off with Steph Curry, the 3-point king. Coach said it's not just the threes that are concerned with Steph. It's how well he passes the ball. He's one of the best point guards ever, and Curry will get everyone else involved. Back over to you guys.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. Hartenstein with the screen on Kuminga. Hartenstein passes to Holmgren, and Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
Talk about a fast start. 4 for 4 right out of the gate.
Outside, Kuminga. Golden State moving the ball around. No problems knocking that one down. Butler's got 5 points so far.
Wow, what a quick trigger from Butler.
Outside, Williams. Holmgren looking around. Pass to Hartenstein. Williams for 3. The Warriors pull it in. Kuminga down low. He's guarded by Williams. Kuminga, no good. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Wallace. Outside Williams. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots over Kuminga. Again, Oklahoma City.
That is a really tough finesse shot, and that's exactly what Williams works on in the offseason.
Pass to Pajemski. And here is Butler. Puts up a three. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Williams in the post. Kuminga on him. Outside Butler. Now Pajemski. Wallace covering. Here's Pajemski. Coming in off a 10-point game his last outing. Kuminga, no good. Gilgeous-Alexander against Curry. For three, Holmgren. Pajemski grabs the board. Outside Curry. Drains the three-pointer.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Yeah, it's been a close matchup, which we expected, and this could very well come down to some big shots at the end.
Now here's Williams. Turned in an outstanding game against New York, and he comes up with the deuce. Warriors have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Outside, Kuminga got a piece of it. Holmgren with the steal. Williams in the post, defended by Kuminga. Pass to Hartenstein. Curry against Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 4 to shoot. Williams for 3. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Into the lane. Here's Pajemski. A second chance effort. And Jackson Davis gets it to go. Jackson Davis has got 6 points.
Everybody appreciates that extra effort on the glass.
Hartenstein with a screen on Curry. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. Wallace outside. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Curry. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Butler deciding where to go with it. Outside, Kuminga. Offensive rebound. It's Curry outside. Sinks the triple. Now it's a 5-point Warrior lead.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
In GA, we know Coach Steve Kerr has been up front. In order to win, the Warriors need to take and make a lot of threes.
Well, it's the superpower of their best player, and the arrival of Jimmy Butler has provided some balance, but threes are still their best bet.
Thunder going with the whole new group out there. And while we have a chance, here are the teams that have swatted away the most shots this season. 5th on the list, the Thunder.
I mean, terrific rim protection. I mean, they rotate and help on the inside as well as anybody. And, of course, you want to keep offenses on the outside shooting jump shots, and that continues to be the goal.
Now here's Wiggins. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Pass to Caruso. They set the pick. Takes a three. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And that's exactly what he's looking for. Draining the triple.
To the inside. Post. And he converts the layup. And the Warriors lead by 4.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Wiggins against Bogdanovich. Back to Caruso. And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession.
Moment here to check out the stats for Hill. He's averaging 10 points a game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And he's a nice scoring threat in their second unit, a guy who provides instant offense.
Well, I just love his mentality and his approach. He is always ready to go when called upon.
And that one's good, Caruso. Caruso's got 5 points so far.
So far, both teams scorching the Nets. You gotta love it.
Yeah, both ways. We're seeing a nice rhythm offensively. Now let's see which team can come up with some stops.
Now here's Hield. Hasn't made one yet. Oh, good on that one. Nice defense from Dort. For the Warriors, they won their last contest, that game against Houston. Here's Joe, defended by Milton. Pass to Williams for 3. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. Golden State's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. And Bogdanovich kicks to Milton. Bounce pass from post. Here's Bogdanovich. Caruso with the steal. Goes up, and he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
What a great sequence. You gotta love the effort. That's big time.
Here's post. Pass to Bogdanovich. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And Bogdanovich, a talented scorer, likes getting involved down low.
And here is Dort. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Wiggins inside the line. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Warriors ahead. They lead by a bucket. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Warriors.
They didn't hesitate to start working the offensive glass, and I tell you, those efforts have been rewarded with these second chance points.
And then there's the points off turnovers. They've really made the other team pay when they've lacked ball security.
Lou Dort out there with Alex Caruso. Then it's Williams. Then it's Aaron Wiggins. And it's Jang in at the 5. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. The Warriors shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw, good Butler. And Jimmy Butler is what some might call an old school kind of player. Would you agree, Greg?
Yeah, I mean, he's all toughness, grit, and basketball IQ. A tone setter at the defensive end who plays unselfishly. That guy is all about winning.
Isaiah Joe, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And he can't hit the second. Tim, in your career, you played at every level of basketball, pro and college and before. What's the single biggest change in your mind as far as professional basketball outside the NBA?
Well, Kevin, I think globally the level of play has just risen dramatically. There's a much greater belief now that you can actually make it to the league, even if you're playing outside this country. And then the G League has created a much more streamlined path for those who want to work their way into the league.
G League has been terrific.
Sure has.
Oklahoma City trailing. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Wiggins in the post. Post covering. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. The Warriors are trying to maximize what Steph Curry has left. Coach Kerr said, quote, "What we're watching with Steph is one of the greatest artists of all time in his twilight. What can we do to give him the best chance to perform, to make the game easier for him?" That's where we are. Back to you, Kevin.
Looking to stay in the mix. Allie, we thank you very much. Just 5 on the clock. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
And a brief check of the stats for Williams. Just an incredible month of basketball. And he sits in the top 15 in points per game. An absolute powerhouse offensively.
And as you said, #1 in steals this season. He's the sneakiest ball hawk in the league right now. Hide everything you've got because he's coming after you. Wiggins inside the line. I missed that time. Would have put him up.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Well, that happens sometime. Nothing is guaranteed in this league.
Post with it, covered by Wiggins. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Warriors lead by 4.
And you've got to be up on Hield, especially when he's beyond the arc. If not, he'll burn you.
Williams, rebound by Butler.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And there's another turnover by the Warriors. Well, it was the Oklahoma City Thunder winning their last game against the Knicks in New York. Caruso, the pass to Wiggins. Oh, good on the triple.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Post with it, covered by Wiggins. Pass to Butler. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Unable to get that one. Excellent D there from Williams. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Joe with it, covered by Hield. Dort kicks to Caruso. The 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Their last encounter was in the Bay Area.
And the last time they were able to come away with that win because of their depth. Great production from the reserve.
And a credit to their front office. They wanted a more complete team, and that's exactly what we saw in that one.
Now here's Hield. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Here's the screen. To the paint. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And a late second-round pick, but Tim Quinton Post showing he can contribute.
Yeah, Kevin, he's a true 7-footer, and he has proven he is more than comfortable shooting it from the three-point line. He is a proven NBA player.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. in for Wiggins, and Shea Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Isaiah Joe. Then for the Warriors, Trace Jackson-Davis is checked in for Heel. Kuminga comes in for Bogdanovich, and Curry subbed in for Shake Milton. Tim, you know you've played it for so long. The intensity of competition can lead to some heated communication, even between those on the same team.
Well, Kevin, believe me, in the 10 years I played in the league, you often see that between teammates because you have highly competitive individuals who aren't always going to see eye to eye.
But don't you think that's good, though, that competitive tension that may exist within a team?
It creates an edge, Kevin, that you need to win in this league.
Now Williams, after the missed three from Stephen Curry.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Caruso with the steal. Inside, it's stolen by Curry. Offside, Kuminga. Down low, and stolen by Caruso. To end the drought, and Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
Well, once he has some open space ahead of him, there's just no stopping SGA.
Curry fires from way outside. Here's Jackson-Davis.
Scraping and clawing, doing everything he can to grow that lead.
Emphatic on the putback stuff.
Leaving some skin on the floor. Those are pure hustle points.
Williams passes to Holmgren, and the dunk by Holmgren.
And attacking the rim. Holmgren making excellent use of that height inside.
Pass to Jackson-Davis. Back to Curry. Over SGA. And it's blocked by SGA.
That is timing on the part of SGA, protecting that paint.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Well, defensively, you can't allow that in a game this close.
Now, here's Curry. 6 points for him. It's stolen by SGA. And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City. Holmgren gets the bucket.
And with that threat of the outside jumper, Holmgren generates space for this offense.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Golden State. Coming into this, having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
And the fact that they did all of that on the road was really impressive.
And there's another turnover by the Warriors. And a moment here to check out who the Golden State Warriors have coming up. On Monday, they'll go up against the Jazz in Utah. Then on Tuesday, the Chicago Bulls come into town, tipping off a homestand for them.
And you know for that matchup with New York, it's not going to be a picnic, but they know heading in, it's a game you got to get excited for as a player. It can be a big statement taking down one of the top teams in the East.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Hartenstein comes in for Jalen Williams. And it's Cason Wallace in for Dort. And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy.
the numbers for Stephen Curry.
Third in free throw percentage, 7th in scoring, and he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates, such an asset.
And he possesses so much confidence when he's at the line. You mentioned his free throw accuracy, 3rd best right now in the NBA, and he's earned it. Here's Holmgren. Last time, 14 points for him. He's looking for Caruso and finds him. Count that one.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now, here's Curry. He's got 6. Poked away. SGA with the steal. And he drives in. Kuminga against Holmgren. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 6. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Pass to Jackson Davis. And here is Hield, defended by Caruso. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Hield.
A guy like Buddy out-hustles other players on the floor. He gets inside, and there he finishes strong.
Hartenstein against Kuminga. The offensive rebound. 3-pointer. Wallace outside. Here he goes. Hartenstein. And at last, they get one to fall.
That's just a smart play right there. The right pass to a ready shooter.
Tim, I know you love that little push shot that Isaiah Hartenstein possesses in the lane. It really is beautiful, isn't it?
I refer to it as releasing the doves. It's a beautiful thing to watch. I think it's a shot more bigs should try to master because you don't have to get all the way to the rim.
Releasing the doves. And the timing, too, right? I mean, it's got to kind of come in the flow of the kid's movement when he's taking that shot.
Absolutely. He understands how to find those pockets where that shot is available.
And the Warriors with possession here. After the miss from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Hield outside. Curry on the wing. SGA defending. Basket counts. Curry's got 8 points.
Well, the purest jump shot this game has ever seen. Curry's touch, his release, just picture perfect.
Pass to Caruso. Wallace with a screen for Caruso. Now here's Wallace. Takes it off the glass. Wallace has got the lead up to 4 now for the Thunder.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Oklahoma City out in front, ending the second quarter with a tremendous 17-6 run. Well, we've got a moment now. Let's go courtside to Allie LaForce. Allie.
I'm here with Mark Dagnall, and Coach, your defense has been on point. What have you been seeing out there?
Yeah, I thought early we were pretty well-intentioned, and we just weren't in a great rhythm, but it wasn't out of lack of trying, and then we were really active. I thought we really helped one another. We were really aggressive on the ball, made them feel our pressure.
Thanks, Coach.
Hey, Allie, thank you so much for that interview. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back with you for the second half of the game right after this.
Welcome, everybody, and a good half underway in this one. The Thunder battling it out tonight.
The energy in their hometown is electric, man. You can tell these players are loving the positive attitudes and feeding off them. I expect them to sustain this enthusiasm.
Yeah, I mean, these fans just love this team. And another important topic, injuries. Let's take a look at what's happening across the NBA.
The Grizzlies struggling to stay healthy. Missing star point guard Ja Morant. From day one, he's been the leader and a producer. But beyond that, he gives his teammates a reason to believe. They believe they can win with him on the floor. We'll see if anyone can step up in his absence.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. One of the stories here, Jalen Williams getting it done today.
Yeah, and through the first two quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Well, and I expect they're going to continue to lean on him as we continue in this game. Why not? The way he's playing right now offensively.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. The backcourt pair will be Curry and Podziemski. Jimmy Butler is out there with Jonathan Kuminga. And it's Jackson Davis in at the center position. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin. Jimmy Butler is the complete package. Coach Steve Kerr said he's an amazing player. The skill, the strength, the ability to get to the line, his passing connects the game. And in the end, it goes beyond that. Just his presence out there. He's a lion. He's a force. Guys, back to you.
One of the best for sure. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Here's Butler after the made shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. There's the pick. Lets the three fly. The Thunder pull it in. Hartenstein's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Williams kicks to SGA. Fades and shoots again, Oklahoma City.
I don't know what else to say about SGA. He is so creative and fearless handling that basketball.
Curry looking it over. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
That's 3 straight misses to start the second half. Not what they wanted.
Hartenstein with the screen for Wallace. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
That is a tough bucket by Hartenstein, able to battle through that contact.
The Thunder shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Mind the lanes.
At the
Mind the
line
lanes.
for one.
One shot.
Isaiah Hartenstein.
Tim, I can hear it in my head right now. You called Steph Curry must-see TV. Does anyone from this next generation maybe approach that description for you?
Well, Kevin, certainly Victor Wembanyama would be at the top of that list. You're talking about a one-off when you combine that size with that particular skill set. And then Anthony Edwards would be another guy because of the explosiveness and excitement that he brings every single night.
It'll be exciting to see this next generation and see if they do impact it like the ones before, for sure.
And that miss makes them 0 for 4 to start this quarter. Not exactly the start they were hoping for.
SGA passes to Williams. Holmgren with a screen on Kuminga. Clock at 6. Williams kicks to SGA. It's rebounded by Kuminga.
Well, it's still a good start to the half. They had to miss sometime.
To end the run over Williams. It's good, and the Thunder lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Kuminga.
Slow start here to the second half, just 1 for 5.
Outside Williams. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Now here's Holmgren from the arc. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Whatever they said at halftime, it is working. They look super confident out there.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. the last handful of seasons and the steal numbers for Alex Caruso.
This is such a hard stat category to predict year over year. You can have a year where you're just on fire, racking up a steal or two per game. And then other years, it just doesn't work that way. Doesn't mean he's a non-factor on defense. He helps his teams in other ways.
Podziemski with it. Wallace covering. Outside, Kuminga. Back to Podziemski. Pass to Curry. This one for three. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Hartenstein's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And here is Williams. To the inside. It's stolen. Butler against Holmgren. It's good, and the Thunder lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from Jimmy Butler.
And that's a rare trait for a wing. Over the course of his career, most of Butler's points have come in the paint.
Back to SGA. Right at the rim. No problem there for Shane.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Well, they are making something very difficult look simple right now.
Here's Curry. That one off the back iron and out.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
We know about Holmgren's exceptional play defensively, but Tim, talk about his offensive game.
Well, he's incredibly versatile, Kevin. He can score down low. He can handle the basketball, shoots the three, and I'm not talking about standstill shots. He has the mobility to even come off screens. That's his first from distance this half, which gives him 3 for the night.
Pass to Williams. Back to SGA. Wallace kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It seems like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Tim, has the ball handling and finishing package of a player 6 inches shorter. What he does at his size is really amazing.
Yeah, I think he has the offensive game of a shorter player because he thought he was only going to be 6'1". He got to 6'6". So now you've got this incredible array of shot making around the rim with a much taller player. That is a difficult combination to deal with.
So he had to readjust not only physically, but mentally how he approached the game, correct?
Absolutely. It changed everything for his approach.
Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both. And Tim, the quintessential unstoppable force, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, taking his offensive game to a level rarely matched in league history.
Well, Kevin, I'm running out of superlatives. The ability to score at every level. He gets to the foul line. He makes guys better. I just marvel at the totality of it.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 14 points for him. Pass to Holmgren. Back to Wallace. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. He misses that time, but only 5 misses in his 11 shots from the field as he's 6 of 11. Butler gets a step, and it's Podziemski in the corner. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss. Well, those are the ones you're happy to get every trip down the floor if you can.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. the Thunder, Alex Caruso. He's checked in for Hartenstein, and it's Dort in for Cason Wallace. The Warriors also with a sub. Fields checked in for Brandon Pajemski. Warriors trail by 14. Hield outside. Curry outside. Beautiful stroke from Curry on the three.
It's been a modest night scoring so far. Maybe that shot will encourage him to get some more looks.
Bounce pass for Williams. Dort wide open. And again, it's Oklahoma City with a three.
Three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Outside, Kuminga. Outside, Butler. To the paint. Jackson Davis finds Butler. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Holmgren's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Caruso, the pass to Holmgren. From the arc. The Warriors pull it in. It's off to Utah after this game where they'll face the Jazz. That'll be the 3rd game of this 3-game road trip. Three-pointer, Hield. Dort grabs the miss. The Thunder leading by 14. To the left wing. Holmgren the pass to Williams. Dort a screen on Kuminga. Here's Williams. Pass to Dort. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Williams against Butler. Outside Curry. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. And a nice play by Curry as he scores. Curry's got 16 points.
On the offensive end, Curry both prolific and efficient.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. And a chance here now to take a look at the teams that are tops in the league in scoring points off turnovers. The Warriors, number 1.
You know, it's not just the turnovers they're forcing. I mean, they're converting at the other end, and you know what? It puts a lot of pressure on you to play perfect.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Kenrich Williams. He's checked in for Holmgren. Wiggins comes in for Williams. And it's Isaiah Joe in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Now, here's Bogdanovich. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. There's a screen. It's deflected. Taken away by Williams. Caruso, the pass to Joe. Tipped away. .115 left here in the 3rd quarter. Here's Milton. To the middle. Goes back up. And he sinks the layup.
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Oklahoma City leading by 12. Outside, Dort. Williams has a screen for Dort. There's the three. The rebound by Post. The Warriors shooting right around 41% from the field in quarter 3. And stolen by Wiggins. Back to Caruso. Pass to Williams. Outside, Dort. Here's Caruso. 4 on the shot clock. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Hield. Shoots over Dort. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down to just 12 points with the basket from Hield. And so it's Oklahoma City enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. And we'll be right back after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter form.
Yeah, playing for one another. That's the definition of teamwork.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Dort and Williams up in the forward positions. Isaiah Joe is out there with Alex Caruso. And it's Wiggins in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Pass to post. And stolen by Wiggins. Now Williams. Caruso finds Williams. Number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Thunder.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
And they also deserve a lot of credit for getting points off turnovers. Their hustle has allowed them to take advantage of those opportunities.
Williams for 3, and it's Williams again missing. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Warriors. Pass to post. They set the pick. They kick out to Heel. Off target with his 3. Oklahoma City leading by 14. Joe passes to Wiggins. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. They get it again. Williams for 3. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14. And the action on hold, as it appears there's been an injury. Yep, he's definitely in a bad way out there right now. Tough to see.
And boy, when you see someone hurting like this, it's always scary.
And he's going to have to get checked out with that great medical staff that all teams in this league have.
Curry's checked in for Buddy Hield. Here's Milton. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 3 assists now in this one.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Williams kicks to Dort. Up and in on the layup. And it's 7 points for Lou Dort.
Some physicality there from Lou, pushing past the contact and into the shot.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. SGA's checked in for Oklahoma City. Bogdanovich against Caruso. SGA with the steal. And slam dunk by SGA.
SGA left no doubt on that one. Throws it down.
Outside Butler. Pass to post. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. To the inside, and it's Williams finishing it off.
Troy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, you have to love the execution, and you have to love the relentlessness.
Now, here's Milton. Bogdanovich up top, defended by Caruso. The Thunder leading by 21. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Gilgeous-Alexander, rebound by Butler. Butler's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Curry against SGA. Pass to post. Now here's Butler. He's covered closely. Shot clock at 5. Here's Curry. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
And players avoid taking mid-range shots these days. It's almost like the threes are easier for players to get.
Here's Williams. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Williams has got 13 points in the second half.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Post with it. Pass to Curry. They could use a bucket. That will fall for his 7th bucket. 7 for 15 in this game.
That's 5 threes for him tonight and his 3rd of the half.
Curry against Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort with a screen for SGA. Caruso with the ball. Bogdanovich on him. Warriors trail by 20. Milton finds Curry. Outside Bogdanovich. Outside Butler. Golden State needs to get off a shot. It's Curry outside. The Thunder pull it in. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That'll be the second of 4 games at home for them. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. Caruso looking for an opening. The 15-footer, and that one drops. Dort's got 4 points now in the quarter.
The mid-range jumper from Dort, giving the defense a little wrinkle.
Outside Butler. So, Tim, when you played, you were one of the league's best sharpshooters. Did you ever look around and pick things up off of other guys you watch shoot the ball well?
No question. In fact, I learned a lot about how to move off the ball by watching other guys as I made my way through college and eventually became a pro. And even when I was in the league, I would study other players to pick up things on their footwork and how to get my release a little bit quicker.
Give me one player that you really studied hard.
Well, there's no question Del Curry was a guy I watched because he needed very little time to get that shot off, coming off of his screen. And unfortunately, several times I got there late against him and learned my lesson.
Our player of the game, Jalen Williams.
Sensational game for him in terms of shooting efficiency. He's taken nothing but high percentage shots. That's how he's managed to hit over 60% from the field. I mean, making just about everything he's looked at.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. And so it's Williams who brings it up for Oklahoma City. And we've got a report from the sideline. Let's get the scoop on Buddy Hield. Allie, how's he doing?
Hi guys, the head athletic trainer for the Warriors provided some info for us. Apparently that knee was twisted pretty severely. No torn ligaments, but still significant pain and swelling. It's a blow to a team that was hoping to be healthy coming down the stretch. It looks like their depth will be tested now.
Allie, thanks as always. We appreciate the report.
Well, it's a tough part of the game for sure. You see these athletes out here with the strength and speed that they play with. Injuries are unavoidable.
And the Warriors with possession here, following the score by Oklahoma City.
Really tough quarter for him shooting the basketball.
Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Golden State. Jackson Davis has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Kuminga, no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Hartenstein with the screen on Butler. Down low, it's tipped. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
I am so impressed with the touch of Hartenstein. Basically, he's automatic around the rim.
Shrugs off the contact and dunks it. He'll go to the free throw line.
Well, this is a good reminder for anybody who thinks he's too small for a 5. His athletic ability totally levels the playing field.
Tim, as we look at the area of modern medicine, isn't it amazing how it's helping extend playing careers?
Yeah, it's really incredible, Kevin, how these procedures now are so much less invasive. Guys come back sooner and they're able to play longer. Just look at Klay Thompson gifting his 2022 championship ring to the doctor who performed his Achilles surgery. Now that's the kind of impact these doctors are having.
It really is amazing. Here's Topic. Pass to Wiggins. Now Caruso. 6 on the shot clock. Bounce pass Joe. From outside, off the mark. Warriors trailed by 21. Here's Jackson Davis. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
First personal foul, 17 foul. Shooting for Golden State, Trace Jackson Davis at the line for 2.
And that one misses. Dort, he's checked in for Topic. So we can't get either to fall. One thing we see sometimes, players opting to represent themselves when it comes to signing a contract. In other words, Tim, they don't have an agent. Why do you think that is?
Well, I think most players, Kevin, understand that the numbers are pretty set, particularly for the superstar. If you know you're going to get a supermax, why not keep more of what you make? Why pay an agent?
That's a good point. Now, here's Butler. Pass to Curry. And it's Podziemski in the corner. Rebounded by Joe. Oklahoma City leading by 21.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Oklahoma City.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And with this win, they'll end up notching another victory for this year's campaign, win number 33.
And this victory will draw them even in the season series as it comes to a close.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Jalen Williams.
And his playmaking was a big storyline in this game. He got guys involved and found them in their favorite spots.
Now here's Caruso. After Lou Dort's miss, Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Sorber with the bucket.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
They are playing with so much confidence. They've been clutch all the way around.
Now Podziemski. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
Shea, you were using those long arms to be disruptive on the defensive end. What's your focus at that end of the floor?
I'm just trying to be as active as possible. And like you said, getting my length involved, something I've been blessed with, and I just want to use it.
That activity, that length was noticed. Congratulations.
Terrific, Allie. Thanks. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. And now we present the player of the game, Jalen Williams.